Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, depending on where you are joining us from across this beautifully complicated region we call South Asia. I'm Naziba Basher, joining from Dhaka, and it is a privilege to welcome you to today's conversation, South Asian Beats, remembering Asha Bhosle, reimagining a region sound. Before we begin, just a quick few housekeeping notes. Please keep your microphones muted when you are not speaking. Introduce yourselves in the chat and feel free to drop in reflections or questions as we go along. Today's session is not just about music. It is about memory. It is about how a voice travels across borders that politics insists on drawing, but culture quietly refuses to obey. And there are very few voices that have done that as effortlessly and as defiantly as Asha Bhosle. She sang in languages that were not her own and somehow made them feel like home. She moved across genres before we even had the vocabulary to call it genre bending. And in doing so, she became not just a singer, but a shared inheritance. Today we begin with her, but we do not stay in the past. We follow her echo. I would also like to take a moment to mark a few significant dates. April 24th marks the 13th anniversary of the Rana Plaza tragedy, in which over 1,000 workers lost their lives. It is also the 11th death anniversary of Sabeen Mahmood, a social entrepreneur and peace activist who was shot dead in Karachi. Additionally, April 24th marks the 80th birth anniversary of Kamla Bhate, a towering South Asian feminist voice and a SAPAN member who passed away a few months after SAPAN's founding in 2021. With Buddha Jayanti ahead on May 1, which also coincides with International Labour Day, this is a moment for reflection. At SAPAN, we stand united against discrimination, violence, and hatred, whether in our region or beyond. We take a collective stand against war, nuclear weapons, bombs, and killings. We choose instead to advocate for peace and love, holding each other's hands as we move towards a better future, a better South Asia. To help us set the stage now, I invite Kavita Srivastava, human rights activist and founder member of SAPAN in Jaipur. Kavita, over to you.
Thank you so much, Bidhi. And I really would like to thank Sapan for having asked me to introduce this fantastic theme, which is really close to my heart. South Asian beats, remembering Asha ji and reimagining the region sounds. I'd like to get into the heart of the matter. There are two broad classical frameworks in terms of rags and tal that connect us, the Hindustani in the north, the Carnatic in the south. But here we are talking of a region which has definitely more than 40 different languages, more than 1,200 to 1,500 dialects and bolis, and the whole genre of folk music, which is so diverse, emerging from these regions, which is extending from Afghanistan in the northwest, Pakistan in the west, to the tip of the Far East in Arunachal, via Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, and from Kashmir in the north to deep, deep down south in Sri Lanka. Imagine this rich heritage of ours, which each region represents, each of our countries represents. Do you think they can be erased? Look at the music that each region has, the instruments. Now in fusion, maybe with Bollywood, with other regional industry music, along with Western influences. Nevertheless, you can have your borders, you can have, you know, dispensations sponsoring hate, you can flatten this richness, but you cannot flatten us, our unity. You may try dividing us with all this, but you cannot touch this music, which travels on its own across borders. It doesn't, it has its own rhythm, its own flow, its own melody. You can't tamper with that. And that is the heartfelt unity of the South Asian region that connects us. Chalo, आज शाम हम सब मिलकर गाएं और दिल में बैठी लकीरों को मिटाएं, एकता और इतिहाद कायम करें. Let us this evening come together, sing together, remove these partitions within our hearts, and talk about our solidarity and unity. And I just want to end with one line of a song. ये वक्त की आवाज है, मिलके चलो, ये जिंदगी का राज है, मिलके चलो, मिलके चलो, मिलके चलो, मिलके चलो, चलो भाई, मिलके चलो, मिलके चलो, मिलके चलो, ये वक्त की आवाज है, मिलके चलो. Thank you. Over to you, Nasiba.
Thank you so much, Kavita. That was perfect. Before we begin, we now pause to honor those who shaped the path towards peace in our region. Their work continues through conversations like this. I invite Sapan volunteer Bidhi in Kathmandu to present our In Memoriam, prepared by Bilal Arif, our volunteer in London. Thank you, Bidhi. That was deeply moving. I'd now like to invite senior journalist and activist Namrata Sharma in Nepal to briefly present the Sapan founding charter. Namrata, over to you. Namrata?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Thank you, Naziba, and hello, everyone all over the world, and especially South Asia, from Namrata from Nepal. I'm honored to present the Southasia Peace Action Network, or SAPAN Founding Charter, which calls on the governments and peoples of South Asian nations to institute soft borders to allow freedom of trade and travel to each other's countries, ensure human rights and dignity for all citizens, including religious and ethnic minorities, cooperate in all areas, particularly related to public health, culture and legal reform, education, environment, climate change, etc. It is on the website at www.southasiapeace.com. We invite you to take a look and endorse the charter if you haven't done so already. And I want to extend a warm welcome from all the Sapan family to enjoy this wonderful evening today, all South Asian hearts and everybody all over the world. Thank you, and over to you, Naziba.
Thank you so much, Namrata. To understand legacy, we need to see the arc, the life, the evolution, and the moments that shaped the voice. We now move into a short audiovisual presentation on the life and journey of Asha Bhosle, prepared by Susmita Pritha, writer, researcher, and journalist based in Dhaka. Pritha, over to you.
Got it.
नजर नहीं चुराना सनम बदलती मेरी तुम जिंदगानी कहीं बदल ना जाना सनम हाँ ले लिया दिल हाय मेरा दिल हाय दिल लेकर मुझको ना पहलाना चुरा लिया है तुमने जो दिल को नजर नहीं चुराना सनम बदलती मेरी तुम जिंदगानी
Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to our first conversation, the legacy and influence of Asha Bhosle. What does it mean to leave behind a sound that refuses to fade? From radio to film to reinterpretation, Asha Bhosle's voice travels further than most passports ever could. We are joined by Arshad Mahmood, veteran Pakistani composer and former Napa director, and Nima Oza, Indian composer and creator of Depop, a contemporary Gujarati pop movement. I welcome you both. Let me begin with one question. When you think of Asha Bhosle, what stands out the most? The voice, the versatility, or the era that she helped define? Over to you both.
Sir can share first, then I can speak.
Yes.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Uh, uh, Actually, I mean, she was an artist, and artist, in fact, embodies everything which you just mentioned. Uh, and she was an artist with such versatility that she was able to illustrate any any musical requirement. I mean, when it comes to Asha, and of course Lata also, both the sisters had this great ability to be able to sing and bring about the emotion which was required. And in fact, in many uh, cases, I would go to this even this extent of saying that when uh, the actors were lip syncing those songs, there was so much of expression in their voice that it made uh, the, uh, the actors work easy because the emotion was already there in the voice. I mean, so it helped the actors. Uh, I've seen several films because, of course, I mean, she's done uh, most of her work is playback work, which is absolutely fantastic.
Yes, well said, and very much the same thing which I would say. Both the sisters have such great impact on our lives through their work, through their voices, that you just can't ignore them, right? And apart from there, if in one sentence, if you want to define Ashaji and Lataji, then Lataji is someone where you look up to, you can worship her. Her voice, there is a divinity. And Ashaji is someone who touches your heart. That expression, as Sir said, that expression and that feelings, she used to she was the boldest voice. And nobody had in those days ever imagined somebody singing with such great voice modulations and giving a different touch, required touch according to the compositions. And so she was, I always look up to her as a revolutionary person. She just broadened the boundaries, and I feel that she will always be remembered for the bold steps which she has taken, the kind with the songs, kind of Aja, then Monica, oh my darling. That was like something very much unexpected in our Indian culture and all that. So I am really very much impressed and influenced. Obviously, we all are inspired and influenced by these two sisters, but she is the bold one, which is the reason I relate to her more. Is it?
Is there any more questions?
Any more questions? I think.
If both of you could actually enlighten us on how she defined the entire era and the kind of influence she had in today's music.
Sir goes first.
This is so obvious. I mean, like for instance, many people, uh, you know, this, all kind of music, not only film. But I remember some ghazal to Madam Noor Jahan, and she sung ghazals sung by Madam Noor Jahan, and she did such a fantastic job. And I did. Madam Noor Jahan at that time was very. She was unwell, and I told her, and she said I would like to listen to it, and she was very happy to listen to her version of the cover songs, and brought a smile on her face. So, and then of course she did a album with Ghulam Ali Sahab, compositions of Ghulam Ali. She sang, and then she also did a non-film album by the name of Padosi with R.D. Varman Dada, and uh, there's so many songs. Like for instance, I still it's such a unique melody which was composed by O.P. Nayyar. चैन से हमको कभी आपने जीने ना दिया. I mean, it's so beautiful. You listen to it even today. So, as you mentioned, era, it goes beyond. And I'm sure that these melodic structures composed by these great composers, and then, um, actually, a playback singer has three big responsibilities. One is not only to carry the tune, which is composed by a composer, they have to carry the words. They have to articulate the words in a very clear manner. And then the third is the emotion, which helps the actors. So all three qualities were on a scale of 10, I would say 9. Uh, I would tick everything, all these three things for Asha ji, and of course Lata ji. But I would say why she appeals more to the people, because she was daring. I mean, she did like. I don't think she had any experience of being drunk, but another song, which is Ye Hai Reshmi Zulf.
ये है रेशमी जुल्फ. Yes.
I also, yet, she's performed it in a manner. It seems, uh, that this would, that she's a little woozy while she's singing. I mean, she's done such a beautiful thing. I mean, it's unbelievable, honestly.
Nima
So
ji,
this era is not finished. It's carrying on, and there'll be many who would be following in her footsteps.
Absolutely. Yes.
Nima ji, I wanted to ask, because you also work with a very versatile genre, how has her versatility inspired your music? If you could also sing a few lines for us.
Yes, it's like the idea of listening to different music, then how adapting different music. That broad vision, actually, we get inspired from Asha ji more about that, because she was a person who was listening a lot of different kind of music. Because if she has to sing an Arabic song, she will listen to an Arabian music and then she will try to. We have seen so many videos. So in the same way, I was like also thinking that why should be music, fit into some fixed boxes just because you are speaking a certain language and there is a cultural tradition, whatever kind of music is going on in that. So that is the reason I started thinking differently. And obviously, we are inspired by people like Asha ji. And yes, she was the one very daring one, but she actually taught the world how to do things gracefully. Anything that you do gracefully, वो सही है. वो कभी गलत नहीं हो सकता. वो गलत तो नजरिया होता है दुनिया का. So that's all. And my song, for example, there is a Gujarati song which I wrote, Dhamki. So this all comes like this, and it is a Gujarati salsa. So I don't know whether the language will you understand, but at least you will catch the music. So I'll say it for you. रग जग थई फरी बोल कोणे पहला शुरू करी मेकारी ते करी मेकारी ना 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 ते करी मेकारी ते करी ना 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 जा 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 नहीं बोलू नहीं मानू कहूँ छू तने अरे जा 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 नहीं बोलू नहीं मानू कहूँ छू तने तम 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 कीचे मारी तने so so all these things, again, this is voice modulation which I tried. So this is Thamki. And then there is one song that is a Gujarati rock and roll, that is Hak. It sounds like this. પળ પળ વીતેમાં એક પળે બી દિલ ખોલીને દિલની વાત કહેવી લોકોને તો છે બસ સલાહો જ દેવી મન માને ત્યાં જ તારે હાક લેવી દિલની બારી પર કોઈ કરે ઠક ઠક તો ફટ બારી ખોલી દેવી તને શું ખબર તક આવી જે આજકાલ આવે કે ના આવે પાછી એવી હાક તારી જિંદગી છે તારા હાથમાં તો આપમેળે હાલ શેરે લોકો તારી સાથમાં રાખ દમ કે દમ હોય તારી વાતમાં તો આપમેળે હાલ શેરે લોકો તારી સાથમાં. So these are the two examples, and there are already 27 songs out, and all are very differently written and composed. And by God's grace, the world is giving me the recognition finally. So I'm so happy and thankful and grateful to each one of you here.
That was lovely. Thank you so much to both Arshad Mahmood and Nimaji.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Nini, we were very happy to be here, and especially to talk about Asha, because I had the chance of meeting her also in Bombay, so I have very fond memories of all that. I once met her at the airport in Dubai also, and I asked her, I said, "Why are you here? Is there any work?" No, I just came for some sad. So I said, "So did you like the place?" कहती है, "No." I said, "Why?" तो कहती है, "यहाँ नदी नहीं है कोई." तो मैंने कही थी, नदी तो हमारे मुल्क में ही है उधर. तो खैर बहरहाल, thank you very much for inviting us, and I was very happy to be here.
Me too.
Thank you again to both of you. Legacy does not sit still. It moves, shapes, and sometimes it rebels. Music today is shaped by protest, digital platforms, algorithms, and shifting identities. And so now we move on to our next segment, South Asian Beats, Then and Now. I invite Sharifa Sherry Tahir, award-winning journalist, presenter, and MC in Colombo, to take it from here.
Thank you very much, Naziba. That was definitely a beautiful segment, and I think I'm the only exception here because I don't understand the language. But this kind of proves how music is universal. It's a universal language. It's all about the rhythm, the beats. So my focus would be South Asian beats then and now. And speaking of South Asian music, it's impossible not to begin with Asha Bhosle, a voice that has truly traveled across generations, styles, and borders. And initially, before I move into more information, I'd like to thank Sapan for contacting me and asking if I could be a part of this. And it definitely is an honor and privilege. So for us in Sri Lanka, there's also that very special connection. Seeing her collaborate with well-renowned Bhatia and Santosh, they're a band in Sri Lanka. They've made plenty of good music. So she collaborated with Bhatia and Santosh. It's such a beautiful reminder that music doesn't belong to just one place. It moves, it blends, and it also brings people together in most effortless way. So I think it's also beautiful to have a look at this lovely live performance of the band together with Asha Ji. Shall we have a look at that before we commence our segment?
හිට් සින්දුවක් අපි කියපු හැබැයි ආශාජී මේකට අමුතුම ලස්සනක් අද එකතු කරනවා. You're going to do something very special for us. This is a Sri Lankan hit and you're going to do it in Hindi and we are going to join in Sinhalese. අනේ මම් බලන උන්නා යලිත් ඔබ එතැයි කියා සිනාරන් කැලුම් සලාලා මගේ සඳ උදා වෙලා අනේ මම් බලන උන්නා යලිත් ඔබ එතැයි කියා සිනාරන් කැලුම් සලාලා මගේ සඳ උදා වෙලා
Come on, people.
शुरू हो गया हंसी सिलसिला ये प्यार का गुनगुना रहा है मौसम आजकल बहार का शुरू हो गया हंसी सिलसिला ये प्यार का गुनगुना रहा है मौसम आजकल बहार का
अने मंबलान उन्ना यलित ඔබ එතැයි කියා සිනාරන් කැලුම් සලාලා මගේ සඳ උදා වෙලා අනේ मंबලාන උන්නා යලිත් ඔබ එතැයි කියා සිනාරන් කැලුම් සලාලා මගේ සඳ උදා වෙලා
तेरी चाहतों में जिंदगी है तेरी आशिकी में बंदगी है ख्वाहिशों में तू ही तू रवा है तू ही मेरे दिल की दास्तां है
ඇතු පෙන් පැතුම්මල් ඉහිරිලා Ladies and gentlemen, the choreographer tonight, Mr. Channa Vijayawardena. Mr. Lasanta, Miss Chandra Vijayavardhana, our very own music director tonight, Mahesh Dhanipitya.
Sounds so good to me. It's all about you and me, baby. Sounds so good to me. It's all about you and me, baby. मुझे हो गया क्यों नशा ये प्यार का, गुनगुना रहा है मौसम आजकल बहार का। मुझे हो गया क्यों नशा ये प्यार का, गुनगुना रहा है मौसम आजकल बहार का।
Residalen minila, tusharin muabela, winine obela gaima, susumulu sumampata. Residalen minila, tusharin muabela, winine obela gaima, susumulu sumampata. Teri चाहतों में
जिंदगी है, तेरी आशिकी में बंदगी है। बारिशों में तू ही तू रवा है, तू ही मेरे दिल की दास्तां है।
Bedumar irila, galubem kagulem irila, anande sizara rasema, priya manna sai obahama, teri चाहतों में जिंदगी है,
तेरी आशिकी में बंदगी है। बारिशों में तू ही तू रवा है, तू ही मेरे दिल की दास्तां है।
Ma'am, wait, just go on. We'll tell the audience to sing with us, ma'am, one time.
पंखा कैसे
Yes,
चलता
why
है?
not?
Everybody, for Asha ji, singaling abhi kiye boda, patu pempe mege ekka kaya. Everybody, 1, 2, 3, 4. Patu pempe tumma.
अभी कौन सी चल रहा है?
All right, hope you enjoyed the song. And that was actually originally a Sinhala song, which they translated for Asha ji so that she could perform together with Bhatya and Santosh. And that was definitely a beautiful live performance. And initially, we just wanted to play a small clip, but I guess you enjoyed it, so we continued. And today's conversation is about how a legacy like hers continues to shape the sound of South Asia even now, whether we hear it in echoes of the past or in the way music is evolving today. So, with us for this segment of the program are Swara Oza, Indian singer, and G-pop voice. We'd like to welcome you. And we also have Manoj Gurung, Nepali playback singer with over 40 years of experience. And we also have Wadda Ashraf, Bangladeshi singer-songwriter exploring resistance and identity, and Jawad Ahmed, a prominent singer in Lahore who composed and sang a song with Asha ji. We are very, very honored to have all of you with us this evening, this afternoon, or this morning, wherever you're joining us from. So let me begin with this. When you listen to South Asian music today, what do you hear? The echoes of the past? Or is it the disruptions of the present? Or hints of where we are going? So I'd like to start off with if Swara Oza is around. I'd like to start off with Swara speaking about it.
I think she was having trouble with her internet. Sherry, could we start with Varda because she has to leave?
All right, okay.
Am I missing
Okay.
somebody for the spotlight? I've got Jawad, Manoj, Varda, Swara. Okay, that's it. Yeah, she's not
All
there.
right. Hi, Warda Ashraf. We are glad to have you with us. I think I'm the only person who cannot sing as well over here. So So, starting off, I'd like to ask you about what you feel about South Asian music today. What do you hear? What's your opinion on it?
Hi, Tahir. Thank you so much. Am I audible clearly?
Yes, you are.
Okay, great. So thanks to Sapan first, for organizing this wonderful event, Southasia Beat. I think it's so important for us to have these conversations more and more, and we need platforms like this supporting to bring artists from across the region, to kind of like knit our connections and connectivity. So thanks again. And with respect to Asha ji and everyone here, I would like to start. So South Asian music, when I hear South Asian music, it's a history and heritage of very rich, what shall I say, music vocally and instrumentally. If we go back, 100 years, we had singers, songwriters, and what shall I say, script writers like Rabindranath Tagore himself, and he has written, what shall I say, his national anthem. It's India Bangladesh shares national anthems written by Rabindranath Tagore himself. So then we have the Poncho Kobi, we say in Bangladesh. So which is like Rabindranath Tagore, Kobi Nazrul Islam, and then Atul Prasad Sen, Dijendralal Rai, Rajnikant Sen. So we had very rich lyrics in this land, that reflected the life of people in all stratas. It spoke about the class struggles, and it spoke about what sort of discriminations there were at the times. It spoke about the revolution of those times. So we had really rich lyrics, we had really rich tunes, and we had really rich musical instruments as well, very much original to this land, in South Asia. So that has eventually evolved into, when we had the visual mediums, we had films, we had Bollywood, and then we had different film industries in South Asia. So music was more influenced by the Western pop music and musics of different regions in the world, and it became, we got to experience popular music, which was not just classical, which was not just rock, which was not just folk. It was a mixture of many things, and it began in the, like, from starting from the 1960s to the 70s. It kept on evolving, but I think now in the 2000s, we, besides all of those mediums, we have a genre called the independent genre. Now we have so many genres. We have fusion, we have indie, and it is a really wonderful time to be in music. This time, because before we would need a record label, we would need a producer to produce our music, right? It was not only a matter of how much musical talent you have, but you also needed those connections to make your music listenable to the public. But now we have channels like YouTube, we have SoundCloud and Spotify, so you can just put your music up there. So there is suddenly this burst of lot of musicians all across, South Asia and around the world, who are coming out and who are exposing themselves, expressing themselves. And I think that South Asia has so much potential, especially since this is a peace building platform. I want to say this, that besides beautiful music, I think we need to speak more and more about, unity and freedom and justice, and what better language than music to bring people together for these causes. So I think that we're living at one of the best times of collaboration, and I dream of a time, I dream of a day where it's going to be so easy to collaborate across countries in South Asia and really build big citizens movements against 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 things that are happening wrong, things that we are individually disagreeing, collectively disagreeing, and actually make peace, what shall I say, a more stable thing around across the region. Thank you.
Absolutely, Vardha. And you just mentioned something really beautiful. It's about collaborations. And I think with new technology, things have become very convenient. And I think collaborating across regions is not very difficult as it was back in the days. And I think unity is somewhat already happening. And we just pray and hope that, apart from music, I think everyone else can connect and can unite. And that's the whole reason why Sapan is having events of this nature as well. So, speaking of which, I think Swara is with us now. And hi, Swara. I think you're on mute. Yeah.
Hello, hi.
Hi. And I would also like to ask your opinion about South Asian music today.
Yes, so I think everything that Varda ma'am has said already, I agree completely with you, whatever I heard. And I think that's what we are doing with Gujarati pop as well. When it comes to music, we always have believed, me and my mom have believed, that there is no language, there is no music that maybe if you don't understand the language, you won't like the music. In fact, we have been in India listening to Bella Ciao and Despacito and all kinds of Spanish music has been very famous in India. So yeah, like I said, we have in India been very accepting of different languages and different songs. And I myself have been listening to Despacito and Bella Ciao and even DTMF and all those songs. And with G-pop, that was the idea that doing something that is regional and so rooted in our language and culture, but at the same time goes out to the world in a more international, global way. And we also blend Hindi, Gujarati, English, all languages. So to reach a wider audience. So it's never about the language. I completely agree. It's always about music uniting us. And what the ma'am said, it's so much easier because I have been a Gen Z YouTube kid who has, come from YouTube. I came from a YouTuber thing, then I started Instagram. So I have been one of those independent artists who got a lot of traction and a lot of virality in this case. So yeah, I completely think that this is the best time to make music. This is the best time to connect with people. This is the best time to just make your music heard.
Absolutely. And I would like to hear your take on it as well, Manoj Guru. I think you're on mute. If you can unmute, please. Yeah. Just click once again. Just once.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
Good evening. Good evening from Kathmandu, Nepal. I'm Manoj Guru, singer since 4 decades. Well, this is thank you, Tapan, for inviting me. What to say? Asha Bhosle. Like when I remember the songs from Asha Di or from everywhere, Asha Bhosle means like because I haven't walked with her because I didn't got the time to share my voices with her and to sing a song, duet songs like that. But the South Asian, I mean, the topic is South Asian way. So regarding the South Asian music, because I'm a singer like since 40 years and I'm singing the same. There's a lots of the rap songs are there, and pops, rocks, everything, all the songs are there. But the South Asian, it's a marvelous, and I can't what do you call. Uh, I don't want to like compare with the I mean with the right now music, like a little bit. I mean, because I love because of that's why I love South Asian music, South Asian songs, because I've heard that from I think from America. I think one song like he's a singer there only. So he sang one song in Tamil or something like that. I don't remember right now. I've heard that one. So I'm very much fond of South Asian music, and I do love because I used to sing Bengali, Hindi, and Nepali as well. So very short. I can't say,
Thank you.
but I was saying one song on behalf on the, like one cover of Asha Bhosle. She sang a song. I think this is 25 years back, 20, 30 years back. Very old movie from Nepal, and it's a Nepali song. Shall I sing one small line?
Please go ahead. Yes, we'd like to hear.
Okay. It's a movie from Samjana. And the movie is from Samjana, and the music director is Mr. Guzmer, Ranjit Guzmer. Okay, so I'll just. के सोचे मैले के भयो अहिले कसम हाम्रो अल्झाइराख मलाई जाऊ टाढामा हो नलैजाऊ टाढामा के सोचे मैले के भो अहिले.
Thank you so much. That was absolutely beautiful, and it was a treat for us. And
Thank you so much.
you did,
Thank
thank
you.
you so much. And you did mention that you haven't worked with Asha ji, but we have someone who
Yeah.
has
मुझे भेज सकते हैं देखना जरा.
we have Jawad Ahmed with us, who's a prominent singer in Lahore, who composed and sang a song with Asha ji, who's joining us today. And glad to have you with us in this very special tribute. So, Jawad, if you may tell us about your thoughts on South Asian music before we talk about your collaboration with Asha ji.
Dear, Assalamu alaikum to everybody. Actually, I just want to correct you on a small thing that I am a Pakistani singer. I am based in Lahore, and Lahore is the city of Pakistan. So I just wanted to correct it. And it was in year 2006 that I worked with Asha Bhosle. I went to India. We were producing a film. I was a part of that production team. I was the music director. I was one of the singers also. In fact, the only male singer from Pakistan. And I worked with Asha Bhosle, with Sunidhi Chauhan, with Alka Yagnik, and many other singers. They were male singers as well. So it was a wonderful experience. But
We cannot hear you, Jawad. We lost you there.
you cannot hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So what did you not hear? Because I've been speaking for the last 1.5 minutes.
We heard almost everything, just the last
Okay,
bit.
okay, I got it. So it was in the year 2006 that I went to India and I performed a song with Asha Bhosle. Actually, it was a recording. And then we put it in the film. It became a very big hit. And the song was Dil ke taar baje, sare jhoom uthe. It was a song of festivity, of a song which you could play on marriages, on functions, private functions of people, like a song for the public. So it was something which as I said, I really cherish, that I worked with a legendary artist like Asha Bhosle, and the memory still, it remains with me, and I uh, I feel grateful that I was able to work with her.
What was it like working with her, Jawad?
Uh, as I told you, she was a very big singer. She's one of those names from India and Pakistan which have been written in the history of music, already. You just cannot compare her with anybody else except her own sister, Lata Mangeshkar. Or there is another very big artist from Pakistan, Noor Jahan Saiba, Madam Noor Jahan, whom even these two sisters, Lata Mangeshkar and Asha Bhosle, they looked up to. So these three people were I think, the most prominent female singers that India and Pakistan both have produced from the time when the cinema came into being and the films started, being screened in India and Pakistan. So, of course, it was a wonderful experience for me. And I also feel that, she was a big artist with a very kind heart, because there was one incident. Actually, I made a video and I gave it to um, uh, uh,
Veena?
yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Acha, okay. So I gave it to Beena Sava, and I don't know whether you're going to play it or not, but I am saying in Urdu in that video that what happened was that there was a small incident. I asked Asha Bhosle to sing a line just like I told her to sing it. But she did it differently. She just did it in her own way, and she said, "No, I think that this will sound even better." I said, "Okay," and I just kept quiet. I was sitting on the mixer. So after, say, a lapse of 1 minute, and she kept on singing after that line, but then she just stopped the recording and she asked me, "Jawad Saab, tell me, what were you saying?" I said, "I wanted you to sing this line in this way, because it's a pop song, it's a pop filmy song, so it is not something which should be sung in a difficult manner. So you should not be really, giving it a very difficult style." So she did it like I said, and I was actually amazed, because this was something which normally people don't do of such stature.
Beautiful. Veena, can we play the video?
Sorry,
Yes.
those were lovely photos and videos in that clip that Devad had his team cut for us, and I shared it and I can't find it now. I'm sorry.
So if we
Jawad,
do
could you
find
play the
it,
song itself?
before we
Why
conclude
can't
this segment,
Jawad sing one line?
Devad
I
can
can do that, definitely. And I just would like to appreciate, and I would like to admire the vocal, ability of Manoj Saab. He sang it really, really well, whatever he did there. I could not understand the language, but as you know, music is itself a universal language. So it was beautiful. Thank you very much for singing it for us. So I think I should uh, sing the same song that I sang with Asha Bhosle. Would they
please.
do? Okay.
Yes, please.
दिल के तार बजे सारे झूम उठे खुशियों का है समा लबों पे गीत लिए दिलों में प्रीत लिए खुश है सारा जहां आज दिल की कहानी सुनाऊंगा मैं कोई रोक मुझे ना के गाऊंगा मैं झूमे है मेरा जिया और धरती को रंग दे रुत है मिलन की ओ साथिया सतरंगी चुनरिया ओढ़े मेरी जान आजा जरा
Thank you very much. That was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And
बहुत
I'd
शुक्रिया.
also
I think
thank you.
everybody would also
बहुत
love to
शुक्रिया.
hear Warda sing a little bit.
Yes, I
What
was
did you
just
say?
about to ask Varda to sing a little bit for us. And before that, if you could just tell how Asha ji has influenced your music, Varda?
Oh, absolutely. I'd love to. And Asha ji, so was a household name, you know, Lata Mangeshkar, Asha ji, they were, I mean, everywhere in the stores we would go to, you know, we'd hear her music playing in the films, you know, my parents would be listening to the music. And Asha ji, I heard in both Bangla and Hindi, in both the languages. And, you know, she had this, like when you listen to Lata Mangeshkar and Asha ji, they had a pitch perfect voice. So when you have that kind of influence around you, you suddenly have a very high standard, you know, and you cannot accept anything less than that. So it really gives you, what shall I say, a lot of inspiration to kind of be that way. I know really famous singers in our country who were very, you know, inspired by them, like Fahmida Nabi and Samina Chaudhuri. I don't know if you know their names. They're also, I mean, South Asian artists. They have done a lot of South Asian collaboration. And they were saying that, you know, when they were young, they were trying to sing like Lata Mangeshkar and Asha Bhosle. And, you know, sometimes they'd be like sad that, oh, erokom to hocche na. As in like, it's not sounding like Lata Mangeshkar. So I have to practice more. So I think for me also, to a great extent, it was like that, you know, that sound in my mind was there and imprinted so permanently that I think growing up in my early years, it was such an inspiration. Later on, I had a lot of other influences. So I kind of moved away from that kind of music. But I will sing two lines of two songs, one in Hindi and one in Bangla from Asha ji. And forgive me because I'm singing them from my childhood memory. So I might be making some mistakes and I may not get this tune exactly right, but I'm doing it from the joy within. So sing with me if you'd like, please. So this is a song that Asha ji did sometime in the 70s, and I believe Rahul Dev Burman was the producer of this song. So I'll go for it.
Go ahead.
ये लड़का हाय अल्लाह कैसा है दीवाना, कितना मुश्किल है तौबा इसको समझाना, के धीरे धीरे दिल बेकरार होता है, ये होते 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 प्यार होता है। ओ ये लड़का है ये अल्लाह कैसा है दीवाना, हमने तो इतना देखा हमने तो इतना सीखा, दिल का सौदा होता है सौदा जिंदगी का, मिलते कि कैसे कोई होता है दीवाना, कितना मुश्किल है तौबा इसको समझाना, कि धीरे धीरे दिल बेकरार होता है, ये होते 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 प्यार होता है। ओ ये लड़का हाय अल्लाह कैसा है दीवाना। So there you go. It's such a beautiful melody and so modern at the same time rooted, you know, in the Indian classics, that it just I don't know, this fusion that she did so
Magical.
absolutely magical. That's the right word. And then I also want to sing two lines of this song because I think that it kind of also portrays her versatility and how she moved across languages and how she has actually done a number of songs from Nazrul and released albums with Nazrul Gitti and did such a fantastic job in them. I actually heard this song in my childhood and I still remember it. And today I tried to fix some of the tunes in some parts, but I think I'll still be making mistakes, but I'm just going to do this for Asha ji. Two lines. Please bear with me while I sing it. आजो का दे कानों ने कोयलिया, आजो का दे कानों ने कोयलिया, चंपा कुंजे आजो গুঞ্জে ভ্রমরা চম্পা কুঞ্জে আজো গুঞ্জে ভ্রমরা গুহরিছে পাপিয়া আজো কাঁদে কাননে কোয়েলিয়া আজো কাঁদে কাননে কোয়েলিয়া. So there you go.
Thank you so much. It was absolutely beautiful, Varda, listening to you sing that lovely rendition of Asha Ji's songs, and also how we see is that the music is definitely a universal language, and it doesn't matter what language it is. Now, I don't understand a single word, but I just enjoy every single line you said. It's beautiful. So this event also focuses on how we could connect between borders, devoid of what's going around. It's always beautiful to connect through music, and music is definitely a language which you could use to convey messages, and also it's open for interpretations as well. Thank you so much, Varda, and I really hope Swara is there, but I don't see her because I would love to hear her sing as well. But
She sent a
unfortunately, I think
video. Sherry, she's not here. She sent a
she's not
video.
here. Yes,
Yeah, there's
unfortunately.
some internet problems. She has sent a video, and I'll just try and play it. I don't know if I'll be able to share the video from. Yeah, okay, I think I
All
can.
right. So before
All
we
right, I'm just
wind
going
this
to. Yeah,
segment, we'd like to
it's
see the
just a minute.
video.
Yeah, there we go. All right, I'm just going to play this. Let me see. Yeah,
Perfect.
Hi, I'm Swara Oza. I'm a Gujarati pop singer. And I just wanted to say, when we think about Asha Ji, we think of versatility. We think of how many different genres she has voiced. And we do the same with Gujarati pop, and I think that resonates with me a lot because I'm a singer. I have sung a lot of stuff that is, obviously Gujarati pop is a new genre, but when it comes to Gujarati pop itself, there's a lot of stuff that we've done differently when it comes to Haq, for example. Haq is a rock and roll song. Ha Mojha is a very funky song. Then Ishq No Rang is a very Arabic feel of the song, and yeah, so Ishq No Rang is Chamke reti dube koi, and Ha Mojha is koi puche tanne કેમ છે તો બોલ દલડાને તારા બે ધડક ખોલ સંભળાવી દે ધડકનો ના ઢોલ ને રાણકો કરીને પોલ હા મોજ હા. So listening to her, Asha Ji, growing up, I have learned so much modulation, so much different ways you could use your voice as an instrument, and I think that's what I've been doing as well with G-pop. So thank you for having me, and yeah, that's all from my.
So I'd like to thank Swara for sharing that video with us, although she couldn't connect with us due to technical difficulties, network issues. So it was really lovely having a chat with all of you, and it really means a lot to me because I was learning a lot of things about Asha Ji as well from all the conversations we had. So thank you, Swara. Thank you very much, Manoj Gurung, for sharing your thoughts on South Asian music and also for singing a beautiful song for us. It was lovely listening to you. Thank you, Vada. It was beautiful listening to you, and thank you for all your sentiments. Thank you so much. And I'd also like to thank Jawad Ahmed for being a part of this beautiful event and for making it even more colorful by singing for us, although we couldn't show the video. So just a quick reminder to everyone joining the Zoom meeting that the video is on YouTube, so you can check it out. And thank you so much once again. And it was lovely being a part of this beautiful tribute. And it's back to Naziba.
Thank you so much, Sherry, for moderating that session so wonderfully. And thank you to all the speakers for such an enlightening conversation. Special thanks to Warda. It's a little bit of a selfish appreciation because the last song you sang is so close to my heart. I grew up singing that song. My mother is a singer, and she used to sing this all the time. So it just took me back to my childhood. Thank you so much to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to move on to our closing segment, which is going to be a musical ending to this wonderful evening. I'd like to invite some of our participants and guests to sing a few lines in tribute to not only this Asha Bhosle, but also in the spirit of the South Asian beats that bring us together. Many of our guests over here are journalists who can sing. Initially, it wasn't in the plan for me to sing, but I think I got a little greedy because I heard all of you sing so well. And I would like to kick off with one of my favorite Asha Bhosle songs from one of my favorite films, Lagan, and also my favorite composer, Mr. A.R. Rahman. I love this song very much because I also danced to this for my friend's wedding. So here is Radha Kaise Na Jale. मधुबन में जो कन्हैया किसी गोपी से मिले कभी मुस्काए कभी छिड़े कभी बात करे राधा कैसे न जले राधा कैसे न जले आगे तन मन में लगे राधा कैसे न जले राधा कैसे न जले. That's all from me. I would like to invite our esteemed guest, Mr. Mayank Chaya, a journalist from Ahmedabad, joining us from Chicago. If you could sing a few lines for us.
Sorry, who did you just call on, Naziba?
Mr. Mayank Chaya.
No, he's not joining. He's got another program, so he's not joining.
Okay. So now I'll move on to Namrata Sharma, who had already spoken to us before. She's joining from Kathmandu. Namrata ji, a few lines from you, please.
Thank you, Naziba. Actually, after listening to all the beautiful singers here, I am quivering. But you know what? I'm going to sing a Nepali song, not Ashaji's song. But, I'm so inspired by Ashaji's life, both her personal and professional. And as we all know, professionals who reach their peak have a lot of struggle. And especially if they are women, they have even more struggles, right? And I want to sing just now, reflecting Nepal's current situation. As you know, a youth generation has uprisen over here, and together with our prime minister, who actually was a structural engineer and an excellent rapper, is actually running the country very well. So I'm going to sing a young singer called Astha Rawat. I'm sure Gurungji will know, and Bidhi also, who is a very popular young singer. And this song I'm going to share reflects the feelings of the youth all over the world, I think, and especially South Asian, and particularly girls and women who want to venture but have lots of love for their country and culture, but they don't want to be ostracized just because they're not wearing traditional dresses or, doing things in a traditional way. So the meaning here is like, I need to be loved like a Nepali, not because I don't wear Nepali clothes the way it used to be worn traditionally, but I have the love for the country in such a way that I need that love too. So this is Astha Raut's song, just 2 lines I'm singing. चौबन्दीमा पटुकी बान्या छैन भन्दैमा पखेरीमा घाँस काट्न जान्या छैन भन्दैमा मलाई नेपाली होइन भन्न कहाँ पाइन्छ म त नेपालको माया गर्ने छोरी मलाई म जस्तै माया चाहिन्छ म त नेपालको माया गर्ने छोरी मलाई म जस्तै माया चाहिन्छ. Thank you, Naziba.
Thank you so much. Now I would like to call upon another journalist we have amongst us, Mr. Tushar Dhara, journalist in Mumbai, to sing a few lines for us.
Tushar, if you're there, please unmute. I think he hasn't joined.
Okay, shall we move on?
Yeah.
All right. Next, I would like to call Ms. Fauzia Afzal Khan, music professor. Okay. Unfortunately, we have some very talented people in our list. Unfortunately, they could not join due to prior commitments. Is Miss Ranjani Rao, is Miss Ranjani Rao with us today?
She was on, I think she's watching from YouTube, so we can just, yeah. Let's move on.
All right. We have another person who had joined us earlier, a SAPAN member, founding member, Miss Kavita Srivastava from Jaipur. Kavita, if you could sing some lines first, please.
So I'm going to ask Mamta. Mamta, can you join? Can you unmute and join? Mamta ji.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah, can you take in Mamta?
If she has to put her camera
Mamta, you
on.
have to show your face.
I can't show her, spotlight her unless she's got the camera on.
Yeah, switch on your camera only then. Switch on your video.
You can just start, Kavita. We can hear her.
Yeah. Here she is. Yeah. Can we get her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Begin, Mamta.
Yeah, Kavita, you start, then I'll join.
No, you will start because the voice resounds. So it's not good. Mamta is going to sing Jhumka Gira Re of Asha Bhosle. We have feminist activists. We are singing movement songs all the time. So today we thought, let's celebrate with one of the songs that we all love because we love wearing jhumkas. Chalo, Mamta.
झुमका गिरा रे हाय झुमका गिरा रे बरेली के बाजार में झुमका गिरा रे झुमका गिरा झुमका गिरा झुमका गिरा हाय 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 झुमका गिरा रे बरेली के बाजार में झुमका गिरा रे सैयाए नैन झुकाए घर में चोरी चोरी सैयाए नैन झुकाए घर में चोरी चोरी बोले झुमका मैं पहना दूं आजा बाकी छोरी मैं बोली ना 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 बाबा ना कर जोरा जोरी लाख छुड़ाया सैया ने कलैया नहीं छोड़ी हाय कलैया नहीं छोड़ी फिर क्या हुआ फिर झुमका गिरा रे हम दोनों की तकरार में झुमका गिरा रे झुमका गिरा झुमका गिरा झुमका गिरा हाय 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 झुमका गिरा रे घर की छत पर मैं खड़ी गली में दिलवर जानी हंस के बोले अब नीचे अपनी या छला देशानी पानी हुई शर्म से पानी फिर क्या हुआ फिर झुमका गिरा रे हम दोनों के प्यार में झुमका गिरा रे झुमका गिरा झुमका गिरा झुमका गिरा हाय 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 झुमका गिरा रे बरेली के बाजार में झुमका.
That was lovely. Thank you so much, Mamta ji and Kavita ji.
Mamta is only 77 with all the energy in the world.
That's beautiful, wonderful. It's also so rejuvenating for us young ones to see all of you have so much energy and so much love and passion for music. Thank you so much for joining us. I would now like to call on Khushi Kabir, leading feminist activist in Dhaka. Khushi Appa, are you there to sing a few lines for us?
Yes, I'm there. Absolutely. So I had thought about singing an Asha Bhosle song, but then I decided that because it's Sapan and because Kamla's 80th birthday was just 2 days back, I'll sing a song that embodies what Sapan is, South Asianness. It's a song that in one of her workshops, a Nepali participant sang this very popular Nepali folk song, which Kamla immediately then turned into a song for women. And I chose this song because this has been translated into most of South Asian languages. So I'll just sing one line each in Hindi and in Bangla. Just, I won't be too long. Mile mishe nachi re gai re, mile mishe anondo pai re, mile mishe nachi re gai re, mile mishe anondo pai re, জীবনটা নিজেই সাজাই রে, জীবনটা নিজেই সাজাই রে, मिलकर हम नाचेंगे गाएंगे, मिलकर हम खुशियां मनाएंगे, मिलकर हम नाचेंगे गाएंगे, मिलकर हम खुशियां मनाएंगे, जिंदगी अपनी सजाएंगे, जिंदगी अपनी सजाएंगे. Thank you.
That was so lovely, Khushiapa. Thank you so much. And I think those lines are lines that, you know, all of us here at Sapan, we embody, and we want to live by those words. Now, next, I would like to call, is Azra Muhyiddin with us today?
No, we just move on to Lalita Ramdas.
Okay. Of course, we have Lalita Ramdas with us, who we at Sapan, we endearingly call Lolly. Lalita ji, peace activist in Hyderabad, please sing a few lines for us.
Thank you so much. This has been such fun. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. It's not an Asha Bhosle song, but since Khushi already has sort of paved the way in a sense, and I want to particularly recall Kamla, who has been one of our inspirations, apart from being our buddy and Sakhi and everything. And it's interesting that Mamta, and I guess that's where us oldies have some kind of institutional memory. Mamta reminded Kavita, I think, when I said, I'm going to sing Darya Ki Kasam, she recalled that it was in the Dhaka Gender Workshop of 1985, where there were people from all over South Asia, that this particular song was actually composed. And I also did mention, I was in Delhi last week at a coming together at the convention of the Pakistan India People's Forum for Peace and Democracy being held after 8 years. And the theme was Ishq, Siyasat and Awam. And I said to them, it was actually the women's movement right across South Asia that laid the foundations and laid the grounds actually for us coming together the way we have. And it's fantastic that we're still here. Some of us are in our 80s, others are in their 20s, Gen Z. That's what makes it so exciting. So very briefly, I know many of them, probably many of you have said you don't understand Hindi. This is, of course, in a Qawwali kind of a style. Darya ki kasam, maujon ki kasam. That I swear on the oceans, the waters, and the waves, that things that are going wrong, the Tana Bana is going to change. So anybody who knows, please join. दरिया की कसम मौजों की कसम ये ताना बाना बदलेगा दरिया की कसम मौजों की कसम ये ताना बाना बदलेगा तू खुद को बदल तब ही तो जमाना बदलेगा. If you change yourself, खुद को बदल, that's how we are going to make a change in the times and whatever we are going through. Just one more verse. तू चुप रह कर जो सहती रही तो क्या ये जमाना बदला है. By keeping quiet and tolerating things, are we really going to bring change? तू चुप रह कर जो सहती रही तो क्या ये जमाना बदला है. तू बोलेगी मुंह खोलेगी तब ही तो जमाना बदलेगा. दरिया की कसम मौजों की कसम ये ताना बाना बदलेगा. And since Mamta has kindly sent us the words, the last verse I think is fantastic. It's asking people to rise, asking women to challenge the traditions which have kept us all in bondage. आवाज उठा कदमों को मिला रफ्तार जरा कुछ और बढ़ा. तो गांवों से उठ शहरों से उठो तब सारा जमाना बदलेगा. खेतों से उठो फैक्ट्री से उठो तब सारा जमाना बदलेगा. दरिया की कसम मौजों की कसम ये ताना बाना बदलेगा. ये ताना बाना बदलेगा. ये ताना बाना बदलेगा. Well, here's to when we can meet together and sing together in person, not with having all these, funny sounds that come when you're on a Zoom call. But thank you.
Lolly, I just want to say something. This song is extra special because this was done jointly by Pakistanis and Indians together. They made the song together, this workshop in 86.
Right.
I was there when it was being done. I remember meeting Mamta. We were there for a month. And it was somebody from Pakistan called Mumtaz. And then there was Mamta. And I think there was someone from Seva, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So it was a joint collaboration. South Asian.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lalita ji. And thank you to everybody who joined in at the end to sing those powerful lines. I think it was a perfect song for this conversation, for Sapan, lines that represent all of us and our beliefs. Next, I would like to call Desiree Francis from Karachi and Ishan Modi from Mumbai, joined by their 3-year-old daughter, Ilyana, from Philadelphia. Few lines first. Hello.
So, प्यार की सरहद नहीं होती. So, I'm from Karachi, Ishan's from Mumbai. Ilyana is my Indian daughter and I fear a lot of times कि क्या होगा. Right now we are in the States and currently enjoying the freedom of being together because we were earlier based in Dubai and आप जानते हैं हालात इस वक्त कैसे हैं. So just feeling a little blessed and to also be amongst all of you, such very inspiring people. Music also got us together in our married life. He plays the guitar and we sing, so we'll just share a few lines from Asha Bhosle's songs, right? Yeah, you want to clap with us? Come. You ready? Come, quickly. Okay.
I don't want to.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. आओ हुजूर तुमको सितारों में ले चलूं, दिल झूम जाए ऐसे बहारों में ले चलूं. आओ हुजूर तुमको सितारों में ले चलूं, दिल झूम जाए चलूं. इंतहा इंतजार की आई ना कुछ खबर मेरे यार की, है मुझे बेवफा नहीं फिर वजह इंतजार की. ओ इंतजार की. Thank you.
Thank you
Say
so
hello,
much to Desiree, Ishan, and their Ileana for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you. Pleasure's
We
all
are
ours.
honored to conclude this segment with Akhlaq Bashir Ahmed in Karachi, carrying forward the legacy of his father, the late Ustad Bashir Ahmed Khan. Akhlaq Sahib, we're so honored to have you with us. We invite you to pay tribute to Asha ji and to our theme, South Asian Beats.
First of all, thank you very much for inviting me and Dina and all of you. So एक लाइन मैं आशा जी के लिए कहूँगा और उसके बाद फिर मैं अपना थोड़ा सा पेश करूँगा। अभी ना जाओ छोड़कर कि दिल अभी भरा नहीं, अभी ना जाओ छोड़कर कि दिल अभी भरा नहीं, अभी अभी तो आई हो बहार बन के छाई हो, हवा जरा महक तो ले, ये दिल जरा बहक तो ले, ये शाम ढल तो ले जरा, ये शाम ढल तो ले जरा, ये दिल संभल तो ले जरा, मैं थोड़ी देर जी तो लूं, नशे के घूंट पी तो लूं, नशे के घूंट पी तो लूं, अभी तो कुछ कहा नहीं, अभी तो कुछ सुना नहीं, बुरा ना मानो बात का, ये प्यार है गिला नहीं, अभी ना जाओ छोड़कर कि दिल अभी भरा नहीं। मैं अपने वालिद साहब की बड़ी खूबसूरत कंपोजिशन पेश कर रहा हूँ। साजन जो मैं जानती, साजन जो मैं जानती कि प्रीत की ये दुख हो, नगर ढंढोरा पीटती कि प्रीत न करियो को, हमरे दो नैना तुमरियो, हमरे दो नैना, हमरे दो नैना, हमरे दो नैना, हमरे दो नैना, नैना रे, नैना रे, हमरे दो नैना, तुम तो चंदा जग उजियारे, तुम तो चंदा 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 रे, तुम तो चंदा जग उजियारे, हम बन बैठ चकोर रे, हम बन बैठे चकोर रे, हमरे दो नैना तुमरे हो, हमरे तो तुम ही हमरे तो तुम ही, हमरे तो तुम ही एक ही साजन, हमरे तो तुम ही एक ही साजन, एक ही साजन बालम, एक ही साजन, एक ही साजन, एक ही साजन, हमरे तो तुम ही एक ही साजन हम जैसे लाख करोड़ रे, हम जैसे लाख करोड़ रे, हमरे दो नैना तुमरी हो। थैंक यू वेरी मच, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। वंस अगैन मैं आशा जी के लिए कहूँगा कि इतनी बड़ी वो आर्टिस्ट थी कि मैंने तकरीबन 30-32 साल से मेरा ट्रैवल है, मैं जा रहा हूँ, गा रहा हूँ, और मेरे घराने की एक लेगेसी है। मैंने उन जैसा टोन आज तक दूसरा सुना नहीं। उनको ऊपर वाले ने ऐसा नवाजा था, ऐसा उनका एक फ्लेक्सिबल टोन था कि जो भी गाना उन्होंने गाया है, गजल, गीत, फिल्मी, जो भी, वो ऐसा लगता था कि वो खाली सिर्फ यही चीज गाती हैं। इतनी बड़ी स्टाइल और इतनी सुरीली कि मेरे पास वर्ड्स नहीं है। तो वो जहाँ भी हैं बहुत अच्छी जगह पर हैं और हम उन्हें याद कर रहे हैं सब मिलके। तो मैं दुआ करता हूँ कि उन जैसे आर्टिस्ट और आए और उनके नक्शे कदम पर चलें। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि कमी तो खैर उनकी पूरी नहीं हो सकती, लेकिन कुछ ना कुछ तो हो सकता है अगर मेहनत और सोच और उनके लेगेसी को और उनके रास्ते को इख्तियार करें आज के लोग और आज की हमारी जनरेशन के आर्टिस्ट। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा हो सकता है कि लोगों को तसल्ली हो और तशफ़ी हो म्यूजिक के हवाले से, सिंगिंग के हवाले से। वंस अगेन बीना जी, आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। आप तमाम का बहुत शुक्रिया। नाज़िब बशीर, थैंक यू वेरी मच, ऑल ऑफ यू।
Thank you so much, Akhlaq Sahib. I think I can speak on behalf of everybody here that that was absolutely mesmerizing. It was such a beautiful performance, and I think it was the absolutely perfect ending to this entire conversation and session that we've been having today. That was beautiful. All of you, thank you so much for all the music, all the love, all the passion that you have shown today. I now request all our speakers, volunteers, and Sapan advisors to please turn on your video cameras so we can take a virtual group photo. Bidhi, will you be taking the photo?
I think Bidhi is not around again. She's got this
okay
issue with the thing. I'll just hide the non-video participants and I'll just do it. All right.
You can't unspotlight yourself.
Wait, sorry, I'm going to just unspotlight Naziba. Sorry. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Veena, you are spotlighted now.
I am?
Yeah.
No, I'm not spotlighted.
I'm trying to see. No?
No, I'm not spotlighted.
Okay.
I just said I'm speaking. So it's
oh,
Zoom.
okay.
Yeah, I'm not spotlighted. All right, everybody, 1, 2, 3. I'm taking the picture. Okay. Vinod ji, smile. All right.
Thank you.
Akhlaq ji, ab thoda sa niche ki taraf dekhein. Hang on. Yeah, hang on. All right, Fawzia, look in front. Everybody look towards the camera and smile. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right.
Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Once again, I want to humbly thank all the participants and all our guests today on behalf of the Sapan family. Before we close, a quick request, please consider contributing using the link in the chat to make a tax-deductible donation. Our team will share the link again in the chat. Another huge round of applause and thank you to everyone who made this event possible and to all of you for joining us today, especially to our speakers, Arshad Mahmood, Nima Oza, Swara Oza, Manoj Gurung, Jawad Ahmed, Warda Ashraf, and of course, Sharifa Sherry, who played the role of my co-host today. And of course, another round of appreciation for Akhlaq Sahib for joining us.
Thank you.
Special thanks to Bina Sarwar, Kavita Srivastava, Khushi Kabir, and Khawar Mumtaz, and of course to our volunteers who've been working so hard behind the scenes for many days on end to make this event successful. Pritha, Bilal, Sara, Pragyan, and the entire team, of course, Bidhi as well. We look forward to seeing all of you again next time. Please remember to fill in the feedback form and contribute. Signing off from Dhaka, I'm Naziba Basher. May the music travel further than we can.